Hey everyone, this is Andrew Ty. Welcome to the stream. So today we're going to be playing a bit of Zero Grounds, and hopefully I'm going to get some people to join me in this game. So there was plenty of people playing earlier today, where the devs were actually playing with the other potential gamers. But if you are available, then why don't you come along and join me right now? So I'm in the European part of Zero Grounds on that server here. You can see here. It's a free-to-play game, one of the very few native ARM games that you can get for Mac. So basically they launched a few weeks ago now, I think, and they've been diligently patching the game. And you know, I quite like supporting smaller indie developers, so it's it's quite nice to have a multiplayer game that has been designed on Unity, but it's also been available for macOS, and it's probably one of the only free-to-play multiplayer shooters that you can play on macOS right now. Unfortunately, you don't have anything like Fortnite or any other huge popular shooting games. And Zero Grounds is a pretty small game, to be honest. It's 10 concurrent users, with a peak of 34 when it launched. So it is a tiny game, but I think that it'll be quite fun for us to give this a try. Try and fill up a server, because that's the way it's meant to be played, as a proper multiplayer with a full list of players, and not just AI bots as well. So just why don't you come along, give it a download. It's only like 3 or 4 gigabytes in size. Yeah, it is native on Mac, so yeah, you can have a look. Got this running right now. Yeah, that's a native ARM Unity application. And yeah, if you want to play, it doesn't matter what your ping is. Basically, if you make sure if you're from a different region, you can just click on the European shard here, and we'll have multiplayer. There's only one dedicated server. There's one person. If I was playing this like about an hour ago, and there's 4 or 5 people playing this. So why don't more people come and join? Otherwise, the server's just going to be filled with bots, basically. So why don't we give this a go? And depending on how this goes, we'll play for a little bit, and then I'll be taking requests for any other games that you might want me to see me play. I'm quite up for playing a bit more of Death Stranding, so that's something that I'd well up for trying more of. And there's a whole host of other games that I wouldn't mind playing a bit more of. So please make sure to make a comment in the chat, and I'll be having a look at that. Did you install Steam Navite? What is Navite? Oh, native. Yeah, this is native. This is a native macOS game. So I'm using the Mac version of Steam. We're not doing anything fancy, no crossover, no nothing. And we'll be giving this a go. So you can see some people are joining into the server. So I'm just going to pop right in. So your kind of expectations have to be a little bit lower. This is a very lo-fi kind of game, but it does work on the Apple Silicon Mac, and that's kind of the important thing here, because otherwise there isn't really much to recommend as alternatives. And it's great to see that this developer has found a kind of niche with this particular game. So this game is called Zero Grounds. If you check the link at the top of the description, you can have a look at that there. So how do I join the EU server from Australia? I can only see the AU one. I'm just going to come out of the server and just show you right now how to do that. Basically, there's a region here. As far as I can tell, there is no Australian server. You're going to have a hell of a ping. Hi Kieran, thanks for joining us. Just switch this to Europe. I'm sure you can join, because I think this is not region locked in any way. But you might have about 200 or 300 milliseconds ping, because you are literally on the other side of the world. Okay, got it. Hello, good evening everyone. Thanks for joining us. Let's try that server again. Let's have a look. Okay, 9 out of 10. Let's join. That's a healthy number of people in this server. So glad that I could actually get in. Okay, so it's pretty. Expectations need to be lower. Yeah, that's a bot. I want to kill people. Oh, bots. Okay, so the kind of gimmick of this game is the fact that there are these little zones. You get damage bonuses when you're in this kind of zero gravity bubble, right? VJ, I've got a video on my YouTube channel about Android emulation on the Mac, so why don't you check that one out? I only made it less than a year ago, and it tells you everything, absolutely everything you need to know. You didn't need to spam chat in order to get that. Oh, Okay, so we've got only 3 bots in here, 7 out of 10 in the server. So if you are available, let's have a go. Get some easy kills. Okay, let's do this.
Reload.
Don't make it easy on me, okay? If you see my name, just go on, okay? But what I found a bit easier is that if you the movement of this is there's a sliding motion. Developer patched in the ability to use the C key to switch between toggling and holding, and I find it easier to toggle with this hold with the C key, and you can slide around a bit as well. So try experimenting a little bit with mobility. Yeah, that's quite a good idea. So these zones, right, they kind of restrict mobility, but you get 50% more bonus damage if you shoot from within. If you shoot within this bubble as well, and you can kind of move up and down, which is an interesting, mechanic, let's say. I think it would be cool if there was a bit more. So if you've played a game like Combat Master, which is another free-to-play first-person shooter, that has a bit more of a kind of interesting vaulting mechanic, right? Like a bit more of a faster. Yeah, so time to kill is actually very short. It does remind me of COD. There's also a double jump as well, so you can double jump. And then what I would say is it's quite good to shift run, double jump, and then press C to slide. And that gives you a little bit of mobility because you want to be moving as much as possible in a game like this. Yeah. Ooh, grenade. Okay, forgot the fact that there are grenades in this game. So VJ, if you check out one of my channels, what I'm going to do is VJ, if you want to be able to use a BlueStacks-like emulator, then I do have that in my YouTube channel. Just type in Android Sci Android emulation on the Mac. You'll find it there. Okay, let's give this a go. Yeah. So there is a melee key, which is the V key. That can be quite handy for when you're trying to reload and you're too close to another enemy. Does this game have controller support? Well, I wouldn't recommend using a controller to play this game because this is a first-person shooter, and it does reward fast gameplay. Yeah, the gun icons should be facing the other way, like in Call of Duty, I think. Okay, how are we doing? My ping terrible. Why is my ping 800? I'm streaming from... Let me just check. Yeah, I'm streaming from a different network from the one that I'm playing on. 2 internet connections, so it shouldn't be that bad. Why's my ping so bad? Ooh, RPG'd. Is there RPG in this game? Yeah, so I like using kind of vaulting around, so double jump, and then kind of sprint, and then C. Okay, let's try getting this zone. My game is incredibly laggy at the moment. I wonder why that is. Because I'm not doing anything funky at the moment. Not downloading anything, so let's see if we can. Why is my ping so bad? Why is my ping so bad?
Reload.
They should let you hide in the portalies, yeah. There's a lot of like geometry in this game which you can hide in, which is weird. Okay, I'm just going to try and fix my internet connection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out of this game and just sort something out while I just fix something. Sorry, it's a little bit boring, but I will come back to this in a moment. Change the order of my internet. That should be fine. Just kidding. Oh, the UK servers, yeah. There's only one dedicated server for Europe. So there's only really one option. Okay, let me try this again. It's nice to see that we have 10 out of 10 players here. It's good to see this. But I'm just going to check. There's something wrong with my internet, so everyone just keep playing, and then I'm going to join in again in a moment once the spot opens up. But there's something wrong with my internet connection because I'm streaming on one computer and I'm using. Something is affecting my internet. Oh, we could host the server as well. That's kind of a peer-to-peer option, but that is something which is not going to work because my internet has gone funky. Let's see. Server. Let's have a look. Something's definitely gone wrong with my internet connection because my Mac should not be connected via the same computer that I'm streaming from, which is kind of choking my internet. I'm just going to try this again. So just bear with me. This is on 5G again. I just switched between my, well, basically I've got a second internet connection. Why is my download's being choked? Is anyone server active? Yeah. It's better to host. I definitely cannot host the server from my internet connection because it ain't good. It ain't good. Let's have a look. I wonder what happens if I switch. Always technical issues I'm having. It's really annoying that I have so many technical problems with streaming sometimes. It's very irritating. Okay, I'm just gonna switch. Mac Pro tips. I'm gonna put you as a moderator if that's okay. If you can help moderate this, if you're still here. Okay. My stream is clear, so is it really your internet? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna try and come in again. What is happening with the server? Has everyone been kicked off or something? Let me know in the chat how that's going. Let me try joining. I'm just gonna quit out of the game and then go back out. Come back in again. Do, 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 do. New match. Everyone's getting time. Oh, Mac Pro tips. What do you mean everyone's getting timeouts? Is that from launching the game, or are you talking about the chat? Let's have a look. You didn't even know Mac had Steam. Well, I don't think Valve even knows that Mac has Steam. That's the thing, isn't it? Let's try to scan. I'm always having trouble with my internet. We're going to be moving house later this year, and hopefully we're going to have a much better internet connection for streaming in the future. Quick question: do the fans of a MacBook Pro M3 Max get as loud as Windows gaming laptop when playing games? Generally speaking, my Mac's my Mac's fans are much quieter than most Windows gaming laptops that I've ever used. The Apple Silicon Macs, anyway, the MacBook Pros tend to have very decent, I would say, fan curves, first of all. And then secondly, I think that they have very good acoustics as well. So the Intel Macs of the past, they used to scream because they're trying to make them as thin as possible, but they're terrible for acoustics. But the newer MacBook Pros, like this 16-inch MacBook Pro here, I find it quite, relatively pleasant. And you can adjust the fan curve with a piece of software like TT Pro, and it doesn't sound too bad. Let's try the scan. There appears to be an error connecting to the server provider. Is anyone else having this issue? The stream is very clear for the record, thank you. eFootball 2024 is controller and full screen issue. Okay. Well, I have made a video on my second channel about eFootball 2024. You can get controller support working used by disabling Steam input. If you check out the video on that, you can see that. What has happened to this server? Is anyone else getting this issue? eFootball 2024 works good on MacBook Air using crossover. Yeah, readings on my Mac Mini M1 8GB works really great. Mario Kart 8 runs fantastic. Yes, I do like readings on the Mac. Technically, it emulates games, but it actually virtualizes the Nintendo Switch, which is one of the keys to why the performance is so good. Looks like we have a server issue. Server issues working for me. Let's come back. Okay, so if we can't get this working, I might play a different game. So let me know in the chat what you think I should try. Let me try changing regions. Closest to me to be USA East. Also has an issue. I don't know what the problem is. I promise you this worked fine for me like an hour ago. And it ain't the fact that I'm streaming now, because when I stream I'm not doing it that high quality stream. It's like 12 megabit stream, right? Which does choke my internet. Servers are working for me. We're on. A lot of us are here. I wonder why I'm not connected then. Just go just a second. Okay, I'm just gonna disconnect my screen for a minute. I'm just gonna check something out on my computer, because I think it's a technical issue on my end with my internet. I might just restart my router for my not my streaming router, but my ISP router. Murphy's Law, nothing works well when you want to show it. It's really crap, isn't it? I wonder what is wrong. The good thing is that I have two computers, so I can stream from one and, not from the other. So I wonder what is going on here. Because for some reason, my internet has just gone from working to almost not working at all. I'm just going to diagnose something on my end. And that's probably why I can't connect to this server correctly. Because I'm doing a speed test and it's showing me and my Mac is connected at 0.34 megabits or something like that download, which is obviously terrible. Probably why my speed was being killed earlier. Okay, I'll just try something else now. See if I can use my 5G connection to stream and to actually get this game running. And to play a multiplayer game competently. Okay. Servers are working for me. It says trashinated, but not for Jackson Blaine. Okay. Let's have a look here. Zero Grounds is kind of laggy for my Mac. It's not too bad for my Mac. Of course, obviously I'm using an M3 Max. But it should work fine on the base M1 as well. Okay, let's try this again. Once I get it running, I'm going to share my screen again. Ta-da. Sad to see how bad Mac gaming is. I don't think this is a Mac gaming issue. It's my internet. It's a British Telecom ISP internet issue. So it's nothing to do with the developers of this game. I hope anyway. Thanks for answering questions in the chat, Mac Pro Tips. It's appreciated. Servers work for me as well. So if you're all in the game, that's good news because I think this kind of game is more fun if it has a full server. Trying to relaunch it right now and see how we're getting on. Let's go. Hello, Nick Curlon. Let's have a look. I can't connect to this server at all, which is a really weird one. What I'm going to do is restart my Mac completely. And I'm going to try this again. I'm going to restart the router on my BT hub as well. Okay. Are the people who generally bought an Apple Silicon Mac primarily for gaming? No, right. Now, there are a few people who have done things like that. I'd say that it's much more common to not buy a Mac for gaming, but to intend to buy a Mac, and then you might want to upgrade your Mac for gaming. So, for example, I know a lot of people who had Intel Macs, and then they looked at the options. You can either have integrated Intel graphics, or you could buy one with an AMD discrete graphics card, and that would cost you X amount more, like $500 more. And for some people, that would have been worth it because you could have got access to things like you could have got access to Boot Camp, of course, so you could run Windows natively, and that discrete graphics card, even though it was lodged inside a MacBook Pro, it would get really, really hot, but it would allow you to play a ton of different games. So upgrading for the purpose of gaming is more common than you might have thought in the past. It makes less sense these days, of course. You might want to buy a Mac if the Mac game is supported on your computer. For example, if you had your eye on something in particular, like Baldur's Gate 3, for example, or like Death Stranding that's just come out, then I could see that the justification for that working. Okay, just gonna log back into my Mac and hopefully I can turn my screen back on. This sounds an awful lot like a DDoS to me, or a firewall issue of some sort where it only allows X amount of packets to flow and it blocks everything else. I really doubt that's the case in this instance. I think it's more like my internet connection just snafu'd. Let me just have a look. Let me see if I can get into the game and see what the issue is. Okay, so I'm just doing something on my Mac. Hopefully I'll be able to share my screen again very soon. Look. I spent $3,000 on my Mac specifically for gaming. I realized what a big mistake I made. Lol. Yes, I would say that would have been a mistake, yeah, to do that. Are there any games you've actually played, E10, which gone halfway to justify your purchase, do you think? Okay. It's like every single stream I've done, I've had some like major technical issue. It's not good. Not good at all. Okay, just trying to get my Mac working again. Okay, I'm just trying to log into Steam, and then we're going to see if we can get back into the game. So please bear with me. I'm sorry about this stream is so boring today, because did my due diligence, tested everything was working, made sure the game worked fine, even tested it out earlier in the day. Everything seemed fine. But obviously the gods do not, the gods laugh at preparedness. Okay, let's have a look. What's the issue? Andrew says, Docky, I got it working in 2 minutes. Well, I'm glad you got it working, because I did play for about 5 minutes. It works fine, but then I got insurmountable quantities of lag. One entire 1,000 milliseconds of lag, which is basically 1 second of lag. I think it was to do with my internet connection. So just going to experiment and see if I can tweak this, fix this. And then we'll see how we're going. Yeah, but if you managed to get in, then that's pretty good news, because I will come in and join you in a minute. I got the MacBook Air specifically for graphic design and music production, and then later discovered the max capabilities of emulation. I think that's quite a common tale as well, because you have a Mac already, you already have a computer, which is working just fine, and you want to play a game, and instead of reaching over and buying a different computer just for that, or an Xbox or a PlayStation 5, you think, okay, well, let's just make use of what I've got already. I don't want a completely different device taking up space and costing money. Let's just do something simpler. And that's where a lot of the tutorials I make help to unlock some potential for Mac gaming. Okay, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to reset my terrestrial BT router. Just a sec. Bit of a double-edged sword, having 2 internet connections, because then there's like double the number of things to diagnose problems with. But let's have a look. Let's try and get back in. Now my Steam is not responding. Okay, let's try this again. I'm going to share my screen again so you can actually see what I'm doing. And then hopefully we're going to get somewhere. 0 grounds. Guys, 0 grounds. devs are in the chat. I'm very sorry that this is working so badly. And this is not an indication of the quality of this game. It's all to do with my crap internet connection. That's better. I'm getting proper internet now. And there's a server called, what is that? Andrew Ty Lovers? Is that what it said? I should join the other one. I'm joining the fuller one, and if the spillover can go to the other side, then that would be fine too. Okay, back in the game. Got decent ping. Back in the day, I used to play a lot of first-person shooters like Quake. I used to play on my 56k modem, and you know, back in the day, you had people who played modem, and you had people who played like ISDN or fast internet connections, and it used to be split between LPBs and HPBs. So HPBs, high ping bastards, low ping bastards for this lucky bastards who had fast internet connections, ISDN or something like that. Ah, dead. Killed by an AI bot. Okay, let's go. So in terms of mobility, what I quite like doing is double jump and then sprint and then crouch. I think that offers a bit of mobility like this, right? I haven't seen it. I've not been vindicated yet, but I feel like that does a lot. Okay, that's good. Because the general like walking speed of this game is not that fast, and you want to be like hopping between buildings and stuff. There's a lot of things to get snagged on, so a lot of portaloos to hide in, as Mac Pro Tip says. And these zones as well, they give you like 50% bonus damage, which is interesting. But it does limit your ability to move. So you want to be like moving up, popping down. And then we're going to be jumping between these roofs and stuff just to see. Oh, I almost died there. Let's see if I can jump. So I like how there's this double jumping mechanic. I think that's quite satisfying. Ah! Okay, good. Killed the gaming monkey earlier. It's revenge kill. Okay, let's go. Ooh. I shouldn't have jumped. Should have tried to hide behind that wall a bit better. Okay. This is Evil Inside. This is definitely a Unity game. You can kind of tell. It's kind of the lo-fi kind of feel to it. I know it's gone for a lo-fi mechanic. Sorry, a graphical art style. But this is kind of what it looks like. I mean, ironically, in this particular level, it's probably better to stay out of the zone. That's the developer of the game I just killed. Defeat. Okay, now I'm gonna play a proper round of this game. Okay, let's try gun game. Ever since we lost Counter-Strike 2 as a Mac port, and we don't have proper first-person multiplayer shooter, I think it's a real shame, but it's interesting we don't have a gun game type game. I mean, the only other game that I can think of on a Mac that actually works as a multiplayer game is probably Combat Master, which is probably this game's biggest competitor on a Mac side anyway. Let's have a look. You can lean with X and Z. I don't think it's any point in leaning in this game because the thing is, right, that it's not really. It's about this game is more about how many bullets you can put in the enemy before they, try to attack you, before they can kill you. So leaning, that's it. Leaning, peeking around corner and leaning. I don't think it really helps that much. Okay, this is an interesting level because there are these like let's see. There's this it's like an office block, reminiscent of, Counter-Strike Office. And there's this big bubble in the middle. Sorry mate, I am spawn protected while you reload. And that bubble you can like traverse across. Oof. Oof. Did I just win? I just won that little encounter. So what's interesting is that there's this like big bubble, zero gravity area in the middle here. You can kind of jump in, go down, up, and and there's a lot of places to hide here. So you can hide behind these like partitions. And it'd be a lot more realistic in the game if you actually shoot through those partitions, but you don't really need to. So it's got the places to hide. So this middle area is very dangerous for him. And you can also fall off it too, like I did. What kind of anti-cheat? Well, the developers will be able to answer that question for you. I have no idea what anti-cheat is available in this. I can't imagine that unless they use some kind of third-party anti-cheat engine, that it will be particularly sophisticated. I have zero idea. I have zero grounds for telling you what. That's the developer probably trying to answer your questions while I shoot him in the head. Yeah, there's him. Sorry, mate. I will kill you later. I let him live, and then he just stabs me in the back. Oof. Time to kill is short. Didn't even hear him from the back. There's no so in the other modes there's a V to like shoot your to stab, but for some reason there's no V in this mode. This is gun game after all. There's no melee weapons for whatever reasons. Let's have a look here. I got that guy. Reloading. You think I'm about to die in this part of the game? Oof. Yeah, you got me. You get a 50% bonus from being in the bubble. Zero ground area. Well, I did not do that well. Enemy KIA. Oof. Reloading. Okay. Oh. I'm doing okay. I've 9 kills, 10 deaths. That's not good. I need to keep my cred as a gaming streamer. So I'm not your traditional game streamer. The gaming that I do is the content I create is not about skill. Should have crouched, I think, there. So Q sent me, I'd rather games don't add any bots for play. No, the bots don't count against player counts. So if you see, if you see a server says 0 out of 10, that means it's completely filled with bots. So I wouldn't worry about that. Just gotta wait for this guy to come. What's weird is that when the gun changes, right? When the gun changes, the magazine still has needs to be reloaded in the gun. Oof.
Reloading.
No cover in this place to like get the I think the guys should make more sound. If you are creeping up, right, you should make a little bit more noise. I can actually hear them creeping up, because if they spawn beside you, then they should just give a bit more warning. Can see. Oh, like, you know, if I'm strafing around being sneaky. Oh, I should have killed that guy. It's really hard to see. The visibility is a bit hard with this zero ground bubble. What kind of overpowered gun has he got? He's given himself as to death. It's dangerous. This whole area is very open and dangerous. I think it's probably safer just to be here. I wonder if I can camp someone here. So the thing is that the mobility is so bad, right? So the in these cubicles, right? Where'd they gone? I'm here fighting.
Yeah. Reload. Reloading.
You need to just run away. Ugh. What was that? Is that a grenade launcher? I got to that bit, yeah. Can you run this on an 8GB M1? I believe that you can. Ooh, his my head just like went in the ceiling. Do you see that? Okay. Let's do it. Let's go. Yeah. Wow, why am I fighting AIs, guys? Come on. Oh, it's a shotgun. I haven't played with a shotgun yet. It's good short-range weapons. Ooh, one hit kill. This is not what an office looks like. They don't have random couches like that. Oh, 3 shots. I missed all of them. Docky says, I can't see your server anymore. I wonder which... What gun have I got? What is the... What is that gun? It's like a World War I weapon or something. How do you join? Crashes away from me. Is there a trick? There is no trick, so maybe just restart your Mac if you, or your PC or whatever, if you can't get this running properly. What gun is this? This is a sniper rifle. Is this Car 108? Someone just got rocket launched there. This is impossible to use this gun. So the sight is off, or can't play the play.
Abort mission. Retreat.
Crashes every time for me. Is there a trick? Maybe do an update. Sorry, no idea. This game is like just released and it is free to play indie game, so not much you can do, I'm afraid. Let's try a different map. Oasis Team Deathmatch. Sounds fun. Will there be a day where bots behave just like humans in multiplayer games? Maybe. Yeah, I think that there are some games which are, you know, have limited scope for human-like behavior. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm on a team with Jaquan IGI. I'm going in. This is interesting. I haven't played this map yet. Oh god. It's like a Middle East. So you can use this to get on top of these roofs, which is interesting. Okay, let's get some action. Let's see what's going on.
Enemy down.
Trashed. Yeah, I'm stuck in a clothesline. We got a full server here, so I'm afraid even if you could see it, you couldn't join anyway. Ah, I'm the worst shot in the world. At least I can V here. V here for knife attack. So on this team deathmatch, we can knife attack, which is cool. While someone's trying to kill me, just gotta wait. Are they gonna follow me? No one's following. Someone's trying to get me from somewhere. Okay. Try and get some more kills here. The dome effect is very hard to see through. I think on purpose, but also its visibility makes the game harder. Oof, strafing the same way, not a good idea. See, I think it's probably better to go close to someone if they can't see you anyway, rather than try and stay in the bubble area, because the bubble gives you higher, like a huge bonus to damage, but it is also a lot more dangerous. So I can't really see what's happening here. Okay, so we can use this to traverse up. There's not much cover here. So Magic Pie I can see is the name of the developer of this game. A lot of buildings and stuff. It's not totally undestructive environments though, very static. Let's go. How come everyone's got so many more kills than me? J-Con is like some kind of god of this game already. Just came out too. I think the problem with this map is that it's slightly too big for the number of players.
Reload.
Like I'm having, I feel like this should be increased to like 20 players because it's taking too long to get into a fight. And the fights are inconclusive as well, so if it's long range and they don't...
Reload.
I feel like they should...
Target eliminated.
That's the developer. So I feel like, okay, is our team winning or losing? I think we're winning. We should really color code the scoreboard. Because I can't really see which. Okay, let's go. Our team's winning obviously because we have more skill, right? That's why. Let's have a look. So, Andrew, I have a question. Lately, Parallels has been crashing a lot for me. Whenever I launch it, did it give you the same problem? I would just restart. If I were you,
Reload.
I would just restart the, delete the virtual machine and then create a new one. If you're, that is, if you're trying to run Windows 11 ARM, and you have an issue, then it's most likely going to be fixed by fresh install of the virtual machine. So yeah, personally, I haven't had that particular issue. What are you doing? I'm not the enemy.
Reload.
Oh, I'm terrible. Oh, you don't want to be caught in the crossfire. One of those guys in the bubble thing.
Reload.
I think I'm still running Parallels 17 on Sonoma. Yeah, you want to be running Parallels 18 at the minimum. Getting caught in the open for the reload. Terrible. So Evolve YT. Everything is in the description, so check it out. It's interesting that a game would include a level with all of these stairs and stuff. You don't want to snag too hard on this geometry. It seems odd given how low poly this game is, but it's got loads of detail in the levels and like the the environs, the detritus, the stuff in the game. And the stuff is like indestructible, so it provides like cover which is too good. Like in another game, your bullets would go through this. Really hard to see when you're trying to shoot through this bubble thing. I think maybe on purpose to make it a bit more balanced. Okay, I'm doing terribly. 7 kills, 11 deaths. Not focusing properly. Yeah, you want to be upgrading. If you're using a legitimate version of Parallels, the subscription version, then you will automatically be upgraded. If you purchase the license for that year, then you'll be restricted to that one version.
Reload.
Like, I'm sure that Buddy should have seen that. Should have heard me coming anyway, that guy. I think visually this game is a little bit cluttered. Like it's full of stuff. And like I wonder if you can shoot through these windows or they just no, you can't. Like there's way too much stuff. I wonder like if you were to stand behind this wire, for example, would that actually prevent a bullet shooting through you? Would that be inadvertently providing cover? Hi Gaddafi, thanks for watching me play this weird indie game live. Why has that guy got like a white skin? Okay. Okay. 14 deaths and 10 kills. Not good. Not good. I'm not protecting my street cred here. Oh, so you want to be dodging. See, if I go under this car, has that provided me sufficient? No. I'm not doing it. I'm letting my team down. Yeah, you definitely want to be. You definitely want to be upgrading your Parallels purchase. Otherwise, if you don't want to keep paying for Parallels every single year, then stop upgrading your macOS every year, because basically they go hand in hand. Each time Parallels adds a number.
Well done.
Victory.
Operation successful.
I contributed a tiny part to that victory. Yeah, if you, each time Sonoma goes up a level, up a version number, then Parallels needs to go up one as well. Okay, what are we gonna play here? I think it's slightly more fun. Let's try Domination. I think it's slightly more fun doing non-team deathmatch. I don't know, because I feel like those levels are too big for team deathmatch. Like in Call of Duty, you have like a spawn which happens at a the spawns happen faster. The game feels more fast-paced. This needs a little bit more speed. My team. Hello, Wake. Have I been killing Wake a lot in this game? Hey, Andrew, did you play back Death Stranding? Well, I played Death Stranding for about nearly 3 hours in my last stream. I think more than 3 hours, 3.5 hours or something like that. And so, yeah, I'm kind of done with Death Stranding for now, but I have been thinking about it a lot. I've been playing on my phone a bit today. So I might do a bit today after I do enough of this. Why do they spawn? So Domination. So are we trying to capture this flag? Yeah, capturing a flag. So okay, so that's flag. I'm the red team. It's not very clear to me that I'm a red. Okay. So AI, we're fighting AI at the moment. I think I like this map a bit more because it's a bit smaller. Ooh, some shotgun or something. What is that noise? So we're the red team, but the UI should show this as red. Like my name should be red if it's red. Because all my teammates are blue, which is the. I'm not really sure how other games do this. You can't hide in that tiny pipe. Sorry, dude. Ain't gonna work, mate. Oh. So it's not like this game. It's not 100% clear to me which team I'm on. So this is my flag, is it? I'm not sure. I need to capture that one. Or defend my team. Can't respawn a wake. Press space. I did encounter a bug when I was playing this game earlier today. Like I couldn't respawn properly.
I'm hit.
Yeah, try rejoining wake. See if that helps. Oh, that verticality makes it really hard to see what's happening.
Reloading.
That was my kill. So we're defending this part. We've got 2 flags. Probably don't need to take the third one. If we take this position of high mobility, then I think we'll do okay. Oh, I'm doing terribly shooting these guys. I've got such good visibility on those, but I can't hit them for anything. Oh, God. Hello, Hanley's Tech Venture. Everything is in the description if you want to join in. This game is called Zero Combat. It's a small indie multiplayer game. One of the few native Well, you used to stole the flag. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. One of the few native ARM multiplayer Mac games. It is an indie title. It's a little bit rough around the edges, to be honest. Okay, we've taken 2 of our capture points. We need to get another one.
Enemy down.
Okay, good. I'm gonna capture this point. Oh, damn. Okay, so we've got 2. We've got 2 capture points. This is one. Yeah, we do. We've got all 2 now. Good. So we need to. Oh, B has been captured by. I was just there. Ahaha. Sucks to be you.
Reload.
Oh, good. I survived that one, and I shouldn't have survived. Let's go back up. Let's capture this point again. Well, not doing so good. Oh, everyone's here now. Okay, B's been captured. God, I'm such a terrible shot. What's happening? Ouch. Jigsaw got me. Okay, let's go. This is also one of the few multiplayer shooters that I've seen online, which has dedicated servers, which is why it's a good candidate. So I was thinking of playing the game Combat Master, which I admit is pretty good, to be honest. Has a very different... they occupy similar niches, and it has a different kind of feel. But this is a way of like getting a community together. You know, without a dedicated server, you can't really host something which is just designed for matchmaking. It's interesting because it spawned me next to the flag. So I've captured this flag. Ooh. Oof, that's lucky. See, they can't even see. See, there's so much like visual noise, right? They can't see me. Like here, right? See, because I've got this cover, this tiny bit of slit, it's a bit... Yeah, if I hid under there, it'd probably make it easier to kill him. Hello, Hanley's Tech Venture. Yeah, you could give it a try. The player base for this game is very low, so don't be surprised that once the stream is over, there's might be only a handful of players playing this game. Let's capture this point. I should get more points for capturing, right? What? My own tricks being used against me. Is that noise of like a drone in the sky? Okay, I need to kill. I'm about to lose. Oof. About to capture the point though. This is really close now. 123 to 125. And because of the color coding, I'm not 100% sure which team this one is on. It should really tell you which. So we've got 2 out of 3. The important thing is we've got 2 out of 3. Should have like. I think if I need to take cover somewhere to protect this protect our capture point. I did hit that guy.
Reloading.
So we've got 2 capture points.
Grenade. Grenade. Reloading.
See this skip. It's like protected, but basically protected me from that entirely. And then this thing as well. This like okay, that the plan didn't the plan didn't work as well as I wanted it to. Oh. See, this is guys doing the same thing I was, hiding behind the skip. See, that's a little bit unfair. To spawn in and already start capturing straight away, it's a bit silly to have the spawn point be right next to the capture point.
Reloading.
Okay, well, we are winning, just about. Okay, the A point has already been taken by people spawning in.
Grenade. Grenade.
I forget there are flashbangs in this game. Can we join you specifically? I'm just in one of the dedicated servers. So, I think it's just EU dedicated server. Oh, that's my guy.
Grenade. Reloading. Reloading.
Capture. Okay, let's get some. What? Okay, this guy's coming. Someone's coming. There's a lot of ways in and out of these levels. Ah!
Easy.
Victory.
Good job.
God. Hello, Maven. What mouse and keyboard I'm using? Shamefully, I'm using a productivity mouse, the MX Master S. MX S is what it's called, and I'm using a mini, the Logitech mini keys one. So these are not gaming devices, I'm afraid. My gaming stuff is connected to my gaming PC, but I think it's enough for this. I think I still probably have an advantage over most people playing this game. Okay, Timothy Hayes. GG, sorry, Docky. Okay, good games. GG. GG. Can I say GG? GG's and all. Okay, let's go. Gun game. Back to this again. I thought I heard something. I used to be really good at gun game on Counter-Strike. Back in the day. What? I didn't hit like a single time? Oh, I'm terrible. What's happening? I need to get closer. Can't see shit.
Target eliminated. Reload.
Not good, not good. So I don't understand why in gun game you have to reload. Because if I kill someone then the gun changes and I shouldn't need to reload. Okay, 3 kills. Good, good, good. How do you like the game so far? I think it's decent. I think it's okay. I think I'd be curious about what people think of the long-term viability of this game. And the fact that it has a huge amount of competition. I mean, no, Docky, I've killed you, Docky, sorry. I mean, when you have a free-to-play game, it's there's so much to compete against. Like, I mean, on a Mac, there isn't much competition. You've got this and Combat Master, basically. And the games that you can play through crossover, like Counter-Strike 2, which I would say is a much bigger game experience. How did I die? from Tin Bob Can. That should have been a slam dunk. Like, you know, playing Combat Master, which has a concurrent player count of like 2,000 or 3,000 with iPhone, quite a mature like player base, right? And then you compare that to something like Counter-Strike 2, which you can play using, you know, Crossover, Game Porting Toolkit, or DXVK, or whatever, right? That's the competition, right? Well, no matter how much a game costs, you know, what we're really paying for is when you play a free-to-play game is your time, right? And the fact, and with these multiplayer games, it's all about marketing, established player base, streamers, etc. And you know, it's a really tough nut to crack. I think there's to get a solid player base in a game is not easy to do. You have to have some kind of niche to fill. So this game's niche is, you know, as from my perspective anyway, it's native on macOS support. But you know, does that mean it could sustain itself using just a handful of players?
Reload.
Or are you better off playing something like Counter-Strike 2 or any other slew of free-to-play games?
Tango down.
Like, you know, the game, there are like PvE games like Warframe, which works fine on crossover, or at least for version 24. You know, you compete against things like that, which are huge mega budgets, right? And so the idea of like an indie multiplayer first-person shooter doesn't really exist because I think the competition is so great. Oof. Oof. It's lucky to survive that one. P80. P80. Very similar to another similar sounding gun. Another auto gun. Kind of like going between floors by random here.
Reload.
Stole that kill. Okay. Huh? Is that a different guy? I'm gonna outsmart him with the glass. What game is this? Factory Bird. Is that like a cross? Is that like Flappy Bird? I killed Jigsaw, but he killed me too. Play some Tekken 8. I've already done like a massive stream of Tekken 8, so I'm okay with like so far. Game crashes desktop for me connecting on a server. Try connecting to a different server. That happened to me earlier too. Thomas Morford M3 Pro. Yeah, I'm an M3 Max, so it should be similar kind of deal. Strauss Wild TT. I spend money on good games found. Whoop. Should be reading chat while I'm trying to kill stuff. Free to play a cesspool. Yeah, it is a cesspool to be honest, because yeah, it's just the beast is how these games are marketed.
Reload.
The fact is that you need thousands of players to sustain a free to play multiplayer game, whereas you know a single player game with you know 5,000 sales or something, right, could turn a huge profit. But a multiplayer game, which is free to play, you'd need you know, to make any money back for your dev time, you need, let's say you want to make $1,000, right? How are you going to make that back from free to play players in a game like this? I haven't seen any screens for buying anything yet, so everything is. Whoop. Ah, shit. Sorry, Ducky. What the hell? Why is my sniper rifle in the gun game? Come on. I hit him twice. 2 shots of the sniper rifle should have killed him. Okay, that should have been an easy kill. Distracted by chat again. Have you played No Man's Sky recently? Been really enjoying it on my M1 Pro. Yeah, okay. I haven't played it recently since I covered it before. I think my problem with No Man's Sky is that I haven't really got the concept. Who gave this guy a rocket launcher? I haven't really understood the concept. But after playing Power World, again, I've been killed by Car 108, or is that one the weapon I'm holding? Yeah, no, don't play with the controller. This is a mouse keyboard type of game. He's got the same gun as me, and it's terrible. This gun is terrible.
Reload.
What is this?
Reload.
This gun. It's what we're doing. There's too many mobility tricks. Okay, I need to find someone who's a bit more of a noob. This guy's too good. Oh my god, what is this? No! Oh.
Reloading.
The guy with auto pistol is obviously gonna kill me. Oh, that is an unfortunate position. I had to explain to my daughter what undulating meant today. I know what this place is. It's like the physics engine is just jiggling the corpses. Still. Boom. That's what happens when you get AFK. What gun is this? Why can't I fire? SR7. Spawn. I got a sniper rifle. Is this a sniper rifle? It feels like an auto. It looks like an auto. Okay. That's good. Did I kill him? Yeah, I did kill him. Bastard. Strauss says, by the way, Andrew, every game bought in 2023 after watching your bids, App Store, Steam, M2 Pro Mac Mini. Oh, I'm glad. I helped you make some informed decisions of purchases. The game is Zero Grounds. It is an indie, free-to-play first-person shooter. Let's look at the Steam DB for Zero Grounds. Let's have a look. So it's gonna keep. I think it's an unfortunate name. Zero. 23 in game. It's a small indie game. It's still small. Oh, Dokila. Okay, thanks for joining, Doki. I need more practice. I think I don't think that's the issue. Well, this is cool level. It's like a snow. It's like we're in Norway or something. Tim. Eliminate the enemy team. Okay, let's do it. I think what they're trying to do is like borrow elements from a lot of the games. So this jetpack reminds me a bit of Apex, you know. That's the kind of justification for like all the sliding around. And you know, the navigating vertically through these bubble things. Hello, Thomas from chat here. Hi, Mal. Hi, Mulf. Oh, run away. This is not good cover, whatever this is. Can I shoot up? That'd be a bit overpowered if I could shoot up. A lot of, too much visibility, not enough cover. Need to be very careful around this this area. There's a lot of crap everywhere. They've, people have not tidied up. It's kind of hard to hit. Let me hide behind something so I can actually... I can't see clearly because the jetpacks are kind of blue. In terms of visual design, it's hard to see what's exactly going on. Like, I should be able to like pick these guys off if they're just flying around and kind of slow on these jetpacks. Well, we are doing badly. I think we're the blue team, and we've only got 3 kills. They've got 10, and so this is not good. This place reminds me of my first job doing archives in the library. I think the only thing way I'm going to beat these guys is if they join. Mr. Melee. 4 deaths, 0 kills so far. Okay. Pretty good. I'm in. We're getting thrashed. I'm using keyboard and mouse. Thank you, Magic Pie, for making this game. Thanks for hosting and fixing all the problems that I asked you to fix. Ah! Getting destroyed here. I'm not serving our team at all. 6 of the 20 deaths are mine. Oh. I'm not using control, I'm using keyboard and mouse. So that's my deal. So these guys are like dominating the center. I think it'd be cool if you had like a grenade which you could throw into this an anti-grav zone or something like that. I've got spawn protection, but I'm still ain't doing good. Ooh.
Throwing grenade. Throwing grenade. I'm hit. Reload.
Okay, I've got 1 kill. 1 out of 9 kills so far. So yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Drink some Mountain to get an edge on your opponent. I need to drink some Coke. Yeah. I killed one other person. This weight guy's killing me a lot.
Reload.
That's cheap kill. They were just running in one line. Double jump and then C to just... Too exposed. I used to be like really good at Quake. Quake 1, Quake 2, and Quake 3. Those are like my deathmatch games of yesteryear. I used to be obsessed with this mod called Rocket Arena, and you can kind of play Rocket Arena in Quake Live now, but can't play Quake Live on a Mac anymore. It used to be like a browser-based matchmaking game, which was not my go-to. It's kind of my go-to shooting game, and I used to play like Rocket Arena tournaments and stuff. How do you get laser sight? Is that something that happens? Have a look. I'm not doing well on this level. Can I climb ladders? Oh, you can. Is this a good vantage point? There's good cover here. Except if someone's below me, they can just shoot up. I think there's just something wrong with my eyes. Like I can't see into the zone properly. It's just I'm really struggling with I think I caught. It looks like the only kill from Wake I'm gonna get is from when he's AFK. I feel like this the sound of this dome thing should be more dramatic. Like right now, it just sounds hissy. It needs to sound. It needs to sound like really.
Down.
It just needs to sound more dramatic, like something crazy is happening. You know? You played Quake on back in the day? Was it on Mac? Well, I played it on PC. To be honest, right, I only really got into Macs relatively recently. It was because I used to do a lot of IT support, and I used to do IT support for Mac users, and you know, helping people actually like fix issues, getting like their email accounts added to a Mac, etc. I started doing a lot of that kind of work, probably like 2014 onwards, right? And before then, I had zero interest in Macs. So I played all of these Quake games back in when I was back in like the late 90s, right? So 98, 99, 2000. Those were the times I played on PC. So I do believe Quake was available on a Mac at the time, but PC was kind of where it's at. Oh, toxic. I was not a toxic player. I was actually a really cool player. I liked playing in a team. I had an actual team as well, right? That was part of a clan, and we used to do tournaments and stuff for Rock Arena 2. I used to really enjoy that. Strauss, Wild TT, BR, gotta do my WoW Dragonfly chores. Okay. Thanks for joining me today. Anxious Nation. Apple really needs to cut at least one decent online shooter or settle for PUBG, COD, or Apex. Any of the above. I mean, the most obvious one is Call of Duty Mobile because we already have an iPhone port of this game, so it should be very easy to get that game working on a Mac. So that's the most. Oh, I'm doing terribly at this. Could have taken that guy out. Like I'm shooting. I literally cannot see what I'm shooting at inside the dome. Okay. Rando Calrissian. How do you get an RPG in this game? Is that like a loadout?
Reload. Reload.
No one's fighting here in the stacks. Is that everyone's gravitating towards the zero ground bubble?
Mayday! Abort mission. Retreat.
Anonymous Boss says, I'd love to see you play Halo on the Mac, Andrew. Please try it out. It's a great video, by the way. These are shameful stats. 28 deaths and 11 kills only. I've done very badly. Okay, I think I'll probably do one more game, I think, for tonight, because I need to go to bed soon. It is midnight. At my time, I've been playing for an hour and a half. I didn't like Oasis that much before. Glass House as a deathmatch game might be. Let's see. You can modify your loadout. Not a fan of the bubbles IMO. Yeah, make sure you upgrade your. Well, the problem with the bubbles, right, is that this is this game's unique selling point. So without bubbles, what is this game? Apart from like a COD knockoff, right? like a low grade COD knockoff. Hard to say, really. Well, this guy, yeah, he should have killed me because I played pretty badly.
Reload.
Okay, did not do that well. Ouch. Make sure to upgrade your loadout. What loadout? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, I've got other levels now. I've only got one other thing. Okay. Oh, I can switch to grenade launcher at level 12. Oh my, you must have played this game a lot to get to level 12 because I am far from level 12. So I've got a different gun now. Oof. I should not have won that one on that encounter. I'm back here in this. I think this map is too big for this level. I assisted that kill. These are the most squarey laundry things I've ever seen. Laundromat.
Reload.
In a way, this game's like aesthetic reminds me a lot of like 2000s computer games, like kind of Quake with, you know, graphical acceleration and a lot of anti-aliasing. This is what some games of the era look like. Like, I'm not sure what it's trying to go for. It's not trying to do that. It's not trying to do that aesthetic. It's kind of halfway towards, like, I don't know, Fortnite. Like, what is it? Battle. There's like another game which is similar.
I'm hit. Reload.
Ow. Cover's quite easy to get.
Enemy down.
I have not liked aiming down sights because I feel like, okay, this gun sights is better than the other one. The default gun is terrible. Ooh. Ouch. Wake has killed me so many times so far. Matthew Zhao, have you got the FSR3 mod to work with Palworld yet? Is there an FSR3 mod? Please let me know if there is, because that would make a huge difference to people's frame rates if we could get FSR3 working on that Mac. On Windows, on the Windows version of Palworld. Okay, gonna hunt this guy. Sorry, dude. Malfeasance. Ah! I'm trying to run away. Someone's trying to shoot me from there. I will get you as soon as you poke your head out. Haha. So I'm finding this gun a lot easier to use because the sights don't like take up half the screen. Oof, oh, God, it's killed me. See, this game, is he going to follow me in? Well, he is following me in, but... there's not much following happening. The air conditioner is good cover. Let's see. Oh, death. Does this run well on a MacBook Air M1? Probably. How they fixed the FPS, I have no idea. I didn't really try it before until today, probably. Ah, I can't see shit. Why is your skin all white? Is it just not loaded in correctly? Ouch. Do you think it's possible to play Halo 2 on a MacBook by emulation? Yes. So Halo 2 is one of the trickier entries of the, let's say you want to run it through the Master Chief Collection. It is tricky.
Reload.
It's one of the worst PC ports for that game. So out of all of the Halo games that I've tried, including Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2 performs the worst out of all of them. Whereas Halo Reach, Halo's Combat Evolved, they work pretty well through crossover, you know, the single player campaigns anyway. Halo 2, not so much. I think it's the Luke FZ1. Is that for Power World? Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a tutorial of this. It's won the poll for what my next stream is. The next one after this one, because I just thought it would be a nice opportunity to play some games with people for real, and to like give this indie game a try. But yeah, the next video that I'm going to do is basically a full tutorial on how to get FSR3 working, and in order to do that I have to figure out which version of FSR3 to get working on particular games, because it seems like every game has a different mod. So in the previous stream I did, we had Elden Ring 3 running FSR3, and that actually worked really, really well. We got from like 40 to like 60 FPS pretty much instantly with very minimal loss of quality. So I was quite impressed with that. So if we can do the same thing with Power World, because Power World's got quite inconsistent frame rates, especially on the M1 Mac. You know, we're getting like 20 frames per second. If we could get more frames on the low end Macs, then that would help like a ton of people, because so many of you guys use, probably more than half of the Mac users are on the M1. If you have an Apple Silicon Mac, they're probably all more than half on just the M1 chip. So it's nice to see games, because like really high-end games like Death Stranding. I've fallen into my own trap. Really high-end games like Death Stranding work fine on M1. You know, you can run that on 1080p low, or about 30 FPS, very high. So you know, it works pretty well. And if Power World can work as well, using, you know, all of these crossover translation layers, then that would be huge as well. I feel sorry for mouthpieces. I think I've killed him quite a few times. But it's only got 9 deaths. I'm responsible for at least 5 of these. Darth Anonymous. This game does not have skill-based matchmaking. It has dedicated servers. So, which is one of the reasons I've chosen this game to play as a community, because it has a place that you can stay. It doesn't just like randomly match you with different places. Jigsaw has killed me a lot of times with that grenade launcher, and you need to be like level 20 or something to get that grenade launcher. So you must have played this a lot, because I'm only level 3. I'm only level 3, and been playing for like an hour or 2 now. So how did you get to level 20?
I'm hit.
I need to like stay. I need to like not run it open too much. I get killed really easily. This gun's sights actually makes sense. I can actually see quite clearly because we have these 2 green dots, which didn't just take up the whole screen like the other gun does. Wake is like completely owning this. Look at that, 47 kills and 9 deaths with a ping of 129. That is like proper skills. A lot of people use 8 gigabytes of RAM because it's default. Yeah, 8 gigabytes is crap, okay? It's complete crap. It's it's amazing what you can achieve with the proper engine optimization. I mean, with if you have an optimized game like Death Stranding uses way less than 8 gigabytes of RAM, on like low settings at 1080p. It's very impressive. What controller is he using? I'm using a mouse and keyboard. What online games can I play on Parallels? You can play Titanfall 2, you can play, let me think, Parallels. World of Warcraft private servers. What else can you play on a Mac? Sure. I haven't tended to use Parallels that much in the last year, so I'll be interested to hear what people think. Okay, this is free for all this time, so it's a bit of a different kind of beast.
Reload.
Budded. Okay, I think my skills can shine in revenge kill from Budded.
Reload. Throwing grenade.
Where did that guy go? Oh, there. Should have had that kill.
Watch out!
Sorry, Budded.
Grenade! Enemy down.
Shouldn't have been out in the open. This Wake guy's like dominating.
Enemy down.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Reload.
I found that the AI gets stuck here a lot. Free kill. Oh, getting destroyed here. Wake is destroying this game again. Oh. 6 minutes left. I think this might be my last game. Let's see if I can get close to winning this. Top 3. Can I get top 3?
Reload.
Ouch. Getting killed by Wake all the time. Hey, he should have been protected. Oh, I guess I'm protected until I move.
Tango down. Enemy down.
Grenade!
How does Wake kill me from there?
Reload.
You can't hide in the pipe, dude. The pipe is not cover. Inside the pipe, you're a sitting duck. Stripes and Andy killed me dozens of times. Well played. Well, I'd love to see the game polished further.
Tango down. I'm hit. Down.
Yeah, it's good. I think the mobility is really important because I think the mobility could be improved a bit. The game needs to have a bit more of an identity, I think, because I feel like there's something missing from it, like, in terms of what it is. Like this whole zero ground thing is not that exciting gimmick, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Reload. Throwing grenade.
Wake just killed 3 people. Yeah, the gun should be pointing the other way because you can't see who's killed whom.
Grenade! Grenade!
Oh god, it's really hard to when you can move in three dimensions. It makes it really hard to. Oh, we killed each other. Wake killed me and I killed Wake. Oh dear.
Reload.
Wake's got way worse ping than I do as well. It's disgraceful that he's playing so well. I feel like this really needs footsteps since I can't hear him. Yeah, I agree, okay? Because it's a bit unfair that we did it again. It's a bit unfair that you could be focusing on one person, you can't hear that somebody's come. They could just appear right behind you. They could spawn right behind you, and you wouldn't be able to tell that they were there. Oof.
Enemy down.
Okay.
Reload.
I think this game, I mean, to be honest, right, the footsteps is one part, but it should have been left in the oven a bit longer. It's a little bit underbaked. And in terms of its identity, right, there's like too much stuff on this level.
Enemy down.
I feel like there's too much
Watch out.
unnecessary clutter. And too much stuff which is like too easy to cheese as like as cover. So like there's these
Enemy down.
like this vehicle, right? You could use this for excellent cover and shoot a lot of people like this, right? What was that? And make it really hard for you to get hit. Not particularly fair. Ouch. Being playing Lethal Company in parallels. Does it work in parallels? I didn't realize it worked in parallels. You'll often find that a lot of mods, managers, and software works way better than parallels because then something about the virtualization of there's custom mod windows and
Tango down.
it's just easier to do when you're virtualized rather than trying to run through Wine. Like Wine runs games relatively well, but it's just when you're trying to when you're trying to run these windows and they need to interact with a file system, then it all stops making sense. Oof, someone's trying.
Watch out. Enemy dead.
Reload.
Let's see what we can do.
Throwing grenade.
Down.
Tin Bobcat. Okay, just 40 seconds left. It should probably tell you like how many seconds are left in the game, because it's quite important thing to know.
Reload.
Oh.
Reload.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of input delay. So Juan Mercado, this is Zero Grounds, which is a small indie, free-to-play Mac
Objective
game.
failed. Fall back, fall back.
Okay, I think that this top 3. I made it to the top 3. Not bad, not bad. Okay. I think that's my last game of the night. What I'm going to do is come out of here and have a little chat with chat. Then probably call it a night. This is going to be a relatively short stream. Do you think you can figure out how to get MS Simulator 2020 to run? Or just try to configure it out. Nobody has got that game to run on the Mac yet, so that's why we can't run it. No one's figured it out, so I can't make a video because it's too difficult to get running. Thank you, Wake, for that was fun killing you and killing me, and we had a lot of simultaneous deaths there. That was fun. Thomas Morpho, GG, Thomas. Jackson Lane, likes to remove motion blur. Can you remove motion blur? So I've been playing this on Ultra. Yeah, that would be cool. It is a Unity game. We should be able to remove motion blur, so we'll check it out. Not a fan of the fixed spawns often. Yeah, I think generally speaking, I'd say that this game is underbaked. It's made by like 2 guys, I think, 2 or 3 guys, and so it's impressive in that it's a functional multiplayer game, but in terms of like long-term enjoyability, I'm not sure how it's going to work. Also, I don't really understand how they're going to monetize this game because oh, there is a store. Oh, okay, you can buy skins and stuff. Interesting. Virtual currency. Yeah, because in order to make this work, you have to have like a huge player base, and right now there are just not enough people playing a game like this. It's a very, very small game, and I do not envy the task of an indie developer trying to get this off the ground, so to speak. Timothy, I'm playing NA East now to grind up. So are there many people? So let's look at the multiplayer counts now. 2 out of 10, and then multiplayer. This should be like peak time. Official server 1 out of 8. Yeah, can't expect many people. Let's see, West. Yeah, more people playing. I would have been done better for not the 150 millisecond ping. Yeah, I used to play 130 millisecond ping when I was on a 56k modem back in the day. Yeah, Wake is on the East Coast. Are you in like New York or something? Is that where you are? Same. Let me have my excuse, lol. Yeah, Wake was destroying and had like 130 or 40 second ping. So it's terrible. But anyway, this has been a fun stream. I'm very curious to what people think about other games that I can try as a community game, like something you could dip into every now and then. And the only one I can think of is Combat Master, which is I think quite a fun. I think it's got a similar type of thing where it's trying to ape a kind of Call of Duty like experience. I think Combat Master might be a little bit more successful, and it has a much larger player base. So if we check out Combat Master, we have a Steam player base of 3,000, right? concurrent users. Yeah, and it's not just Steam users as well. You have iPhone, iPad, Android users too, all playing the game. So the player base is actually substantially bigger than this. I wonder if it's possible to arrange a kind of community game at some point. But I'm really curious. Are there any other like Hangout kind of games that will work on the Mac? If you have any suggestions, then please make sure to leave a comment in the actual comment of this live stream once it ends. Okay. Sean, I love games like this that aren't crazy populated. Feels like I'm in a cozy corner of the internet when I jump on. That's exactly what it's like, and it's nice to get the developer playing the game. Developer killed me several times. Yeah, a lot of. It's like when you have a relationship with like a sort of parasocial relationship with the indie developer. That's quite interesting, quite fun. Sanjay Ramji, thoughts on Death Stranding port? I just made a video on this yesterday. Yeah, published it yesterday, I think. And it goes through Death Stranding in a huge amount of detail. Running on the M1 Mac, running on the M2 MacBook Air, the M1 Pro, the M1 Max, and the M3 Max as well. And I cover everything from controller support, various settings like temporal and spatial upscaling, and even looked at temperatures, etc. So, Sanjay, make sure to check out the last main video that I've done on my YouTube channel, and you'll be able to see all about that. Okay, so yeah, chat, is there any other kind of game that I should be considering playing? Because there just aren't that many multiplayer games for the Mac. It's just one of those things. You just don't have. If you look at Steam, look at a Steam DB, right? There's just not that many games that we can play. I mean, let's say like we started the Palworld server. Well, that could be fun, right? Play Palworld on the Mac. But yeah, there just aren't that many games that we can play. Let's see if we can get this. Look at Steam. The Steam DB. Are there any popular games that work on a Mac that we can play together? There's just not that many, I'm afraid. Valheim, maybe? You try Mini Royale. What on earth is that? What is Mini Royale? Is this a good game? Is this good? Oh, this looks interesting. Let me quit out of the 0 grants and let's have a look. What is this? It's like toy soldiers. This looks really interesting. This looks really good. This art direction is very interesting. It's exactly like that bit in Toy Story, you know. I'll definitely add this to my wish list. Yeah. I just want to log in. That's interesting. This looks fun. Oh, there's also another game as well which came out recently on Apple Arcade, which is what was it called? Beast. I wonder if I should try this out too. Do any of you use Apple Arcade? Maybe we should try this out. It's like a hero shooter. 3v3 online shooter designed for all ages. So maybe like competition is something like Overwatch 2 or maybe probably more realistically a 3v3 game is similar to Splatoon, right? Splatoon for Nintendo Switch. But I'm curious, like, can a shooter game work on Apple Arcade? Can, with this kind of art style, right? Is this feasible? I'm quite interested in this mini Royale. Be interesting to try this early alpha. And other games that that have potential, let me know in the chat. Because I'm really thinking about trying to play some alternative games. Because people ask me, I think the thing that Macs are missing the most is just proper multiplayer games, right? Because most multiplayer games on this list, right, on the SteamDB most popular list ever, are not included because they can't be run through crossover, or they don't have a Mac port at all because they don't have the necessary anti-cheat, right? And so it's like Call of Duty, PUBG, they're never going to work on a Mac because they don't want to dedicate the resources to try and stop cheaters from using Wine and macOS as a vector to try and mess up their online game. Same games like Apex Legends, right? I think people love to play this game on a Mac. It's a pretty big player base, like 279,000 people play this game. I've played it quite a lot on PC. I played a few hundred hours of this game. It's pretty good. I'd love to see this on the Mac. I think the top of this list, so there's only 3 games in the top 20 which work. So you've got Power World, Counter-Strike 2, and then Warframe. Warframe works pretty well. Lethal Company, War Thunder. War Thunder does work. It's got a Mac port. Unturned. What is Unturned? This is a very popular game as well. Does anyone play Unturned? No idea. Yeah, and a lot of these other games don't have Mac ports, or their multiplayer won't work through crossover. Thomas Mulford, I have arcade so my kid can play Hello Kitty. We play together so much. Yeah, my daughter also loves the Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Yeah, that's the main reason why I can't stop my subscription to Apple Arcade. I'm afraid it's just for that one game, really, and also Crossroad Castle and some other games too. I think Tetsuka Nojin, the drumming game, that's on there too. My kids love that. Yeah, but other than that, there are hardly any games which I'll describe as like Call of Duty like games. They're just not that many. I think one day we're going to get Fortnite back, so that's going to give us our Battle Royale game on a Mac. But there's just nothing else similar to this, which is a real shame. Yeah, so I'll definitely keep my eye out for. Let me keep my eye out for Mini Royale. I mean, how do I get into this? How do I get into this? I want to get into the early access invite. Is there like a playtest to try? Yeah, this has got very interesting. I think a more kind of thought out art style to it. It's got an interesting look to it, something that's not been done before, right? Whereas like the kind of polygonal demaked look of other games is a bit lacks identity, I think. Yeah. Request access. Click request access. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm going to Steam it. I'm going to go in, doing it live. It's doing it live. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Mirage is coming to iPhone and Mac, I'm pretty sure, Sanjay. So that's the next thing. I just don't know when that's coming out. It's a request. Welcome to the playtest. Oh? We can play it now. It's interesting. Let's look at what this is about. Yeah, it's doing not too bad. Can you play this now? Cool beans. Okay, well, I'll definitely try this out, and I think I might dedicate another live stream to like more multiplayer focused games. Oh, Sanjay? We wanted to know more thoughts as I got further in the game. Now, to be honest, I haven't got much further in the game. I've played about 3.5 hours of it so far, and I actually played a bit today. I've been experimenting. We're playing it on my phone. I want to get some new controllers, and because I spend a lot of time out, right? And I've been experimenting with different ways of playing games on the go. And I did poo-poo um, the idea of playing it on the phone because it's such an immersive experience. I'd rather play on the Mac. But I've been playing around on the phone today with this new controller. So I've been trying the SN30 Pro with a phone clip and playing Death Stranding like this. So it has to be a little bit off center, otherwise just tighten this up. It has to be a bit off center because otherwise the clips actually press down the power button. But I can hold it in a case like this and play Death Stranding like this. So it's pretty. I mean, generally speaking, I'm really impressed with the phone port of this game. And I thought, this would be stupid to play this game with on the phone port when I've got my Mac, but sometimes I just don't have my Mac with me. If I'm picking up kids from school, I'm just waiting for like 10 minutes. I reckon I could probably just pick up a phone controller like this and then play the game. So here I've got Death Stranding running using the SN30 Pro controller, and I was really curious about this one because this is the Android version of the SN30 Pro, but it works fine on an iPhone as well. So that's two. I've also got a Backbone, which I've ordered, Backbone 1, because I just want to see which one's better. I'm gonna experiment around because I love the idea of like taking a phone on the go and continuing the Mac save game. And it's kind of the dream, the Apple dream, the ecosystem, right? You want this thing to like to just continue the game. And even though it's like the low res, small version of this game, and it only runs at 30 frames per second, and it's basically running at the lowest possible setting. It's actually really cool that it works at all, and that I can continue my save game and play pretty much fully. And it is a compromise. It is a compromise, but it's one that I don't mind having if I can play Death Stranding on the go. So that's where I'm planning to play a little bit of. And then I saw the Death Stranding 2 trailer. I wasn't sure if I was going to continue playing Death Stranding 2, Death Stranding 1, but I thought, oh, I should probably finish this game before Death Stranding 2 comes out. I'm quite excited about that. So yeah, it's cool to see. I might play some Death Stranding on stream as well because I quite like having an audience and having an excuse to play more games, which is cool. Okay. How did I get my Mac to show temperature? Yeah, TG Pro is the one. You should play Worms WMD. Worms WMD Mac. Is there a Mac version? Is this a Mac port of this game? Oh, interesting. Worms. Is this like a? How do I get this? Hmm. Can you play like a? Okay, I might try this out. It's a good idea. Mini Royale won't launch for me out of the box. Let me just give it a go. Ooh, it's an anti-cheat game. Easy anti-cheat. With easy anti-cheat, there's a Mac version, so there must be a Mac. There must be a Mac exception, right? I know Death Stranding is cool, but it's steady. I think it's okay if you're just doing stuff that's routine. Then it's probably good enough. Like if you know, if you kind of know how the game runs anyway, like if you know what you're doing, then I think 30 FPS is probably okay. Just check out if you're unsure about whether to even try Death Stranding on your iPhone. If you have an iPhone 15 Pro, make sure to check out Mr. McWright's video um, about Death Stranding on the iPhone, iPad. They're both good methods of playing the game. You can see the settings and whether the compromises that you see there are worth the loss of graphical performance compared to like running it on a Mac. Death Stranding is so much fun, especially later in the game. Yeah, I've seen clips of later with the vehicles and the different like snow levels and stuff. Yeah, I'd love to see a bit more, but I'm just a bit um concerned about having to play another like 30 hours before things get even better. PS4 rendered Death Stranding at 30 FPS exactly. So, but they probably did it at better graphical quality. Yeah, No Man's Sky is also great on Mac. So yeah, I'm wondering if I should do more No Man's Sky. So it like I think I was saying earlier in the stream that with Pal World, I was this is the first time I really got the kind of survival structure kind of gameplay, and so I'm curious to go back to games like No Man's Sky and do the same thing again because I kind of understand that loop a bit better now. Overcooked is also amazing on Mac. I need to get someone else to play with me though. I think it'd be way more fun if we had multiple people playing. I should probably also play Stray as well because my son played Stray, finished it ages ago, but I've never played it properly, so I could probably give that a go. Firewatch. Yeah, that's like a very narrative-based game. So I probably should just do Death Stranding because it's like the newest game. I really want to play it. Firewatch. Yeah, I do. Do I have Firewatch? I have Firewatch on GOG. I know that. I've got GOG. I've got Firewatch. I could play that. Yeah, I don't think. I think Mini Royale is just not working. I don't know how to get it to work. It does not want to work. Probably to do with easy anti-cheat. That's how nice. I can hear noise coming from someone. Where's this noise coming from? Where's this noise coming from? Okay, good. I think that was probably the death throes of a mini Royale trying to run in the background and not working. Yeah. Stephen asks, how would you describe Death Stranding? Is it really like a walking delivery simulator? So I played about 3.5, 4 hours of Death Stranding, and it is like a delivery walking simulator, but it has so much more purpose than a typical walking simulator. So I don't know what your first experience of a walking simulator is. What one thing when the term walking simulator was invented, I remember games like Dear Esther, right, which uses the Source engine and it just plays this kind of narrative story, and then it was kind of really made famous by something called Gone Home, and I think I think Death Stranding has elements of this, but it has this like crazy world and story and atmosphere, and because the world of the Stranding is fraught with so much danger, and just like walking over a rock can result in like tripping over and dropping all your crap and losing everything. It just feels much more tense, but in a good way, like in a way which makes traversing this beautiful Icelandic volcanic landscape with all these ghosts um, and people like really relying on you, like they really want your, they really need the stuff that you're delivering. It just makes it feel a bit more impactful. I'm sure that people who've played Death Stranding, the fans, like really have have a different opinion of it. But I feel like there's something there's something about it which which feels more kind of impactful. What's that noise? What's making that noise? I think it was the App Store. It was my App Store link for for the for that game I was looking at, Beats. Let's have a look. I have this Stranding on Epic, but the in-game it says the OS is not supported. Yeah, so it's only the Windows version that you can play.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID.
What were we playing on? Let's not play at 4K. So the M3 Max is capable way more than 60 frames per second, but since I'm doing a stream, there's just no point in going higher than that. But I can remove Metal FX, just play a little bit. So yeah, I think it's way more than just a walking simulator. This
Welcome, Sam Porter
I'll just change my settings. I think it's just reset my controller settings. I'm an inverted Y player. That's why I gotta do this. So where was I? This is not where I was. What is one thing I forgot to mention about Death Stranding support is that the load system is amazing. Like loading a game, loading a game is so fast. These are my iPhone saves. Well, at least it's got my main save here. Okay, good. So I'm gonna play a mission and then I'm gonna go to sleep, I think. Okay, so I've got to get here. Yeah, what I like about this game is that it's just kind of, yeah, it is a walking simulator, but in a good way, like I said. It's just so atmospheric and everything has so much detail and looks so damn good. You can approach missions by any path. So it's almost like freedom, which I've not seen that much of. Do you think Fortnite will get a native ARM port? Like people have said, yeah, it has a native ARM port. In theory, right, that in theory, now that Epic and Apple have resolved all of their differences, I hope, then Epic should be able to bring. I mean, the fact is that Epic never needed to remove Fortnite from the macOS because Epic Game Store on a Mac was always because you know Epic was disputing Apple's App Store 30% cut. They didn't like that. They don't like the 30% commission that Apple were taking. They call that like monopolistic. They don't like that at all. But the thing is that for macOS, of course, macOS is an open platform. You can install Epic Game Store, and then any game published on Epic Game Store has its own commission structure, which Epic thinks is more kind of fair.
If you come across any abandoned shipments,
And then when Epic and Apple had their spat, and Epic had their games removed for trying to force a different payment method apart from the Apple approved one to bypass their commission structure, it was Fortnite was promptly removed from the App Store. However, it wasn't removed from the Mac App Store. Well, it was not on the Mac App Store. It wasn't removed from the Epic Game Store, and it's still there. It's just that it's on a really old version, and it's really up to Epic to update the Epic Game Store version of the game to the latest season. So you can download the Rosetta 2 version of the game, and it will run fine. It just can't play multiplayer with the rest of the world, which is a real shame. And I just don't really. There was nothing stopping them from updating it ever. There's no commission, which is tricky for them to negotiate. There's nothing stopping them from doing it, but it's just stubbornness, I suppose, because they just want to make things. They've left so much money on the table, right? Because if a Mac could play Fortnite, it could probably be responsible for like hundreds of millions of microtransactions, but they just decided to like give that up as part of some point that they try to make.
This one's for you.
Okay, let's make some deliveries.
Good work, Sam. I see you brought. Feel free to submit it here. If you come across any more while out on a run, it'll be safe and secure until another porter comes along to finish the job. Even if it has.
The only reason we don't have a current Fortnite is because of the lawsuit and Epic and Careful Tutor. Yeah, but it's not the lawsuit that's causing it. It's just that they just don't want to. They just don't want to update. Like Apple didn't ban the Epic Game Store on the Mac, right? They just decided not to continue hosting it. That's all. They just continued. They just decided to start updating it for Mac. Not for any legal reason. It seems that Team Sweeney just doesn't want it to happen. He's tweeting daily about it still. It could work in an instant should they choose for it to happen. Currently downloading Resident Evil 4. Yes. I really like how this character moves. It's just something about it which is very satisfying. I don't know. And this game is so beautiful as well. I'm streaming in 1200 like 12 megabit, which is a bit higher than normal. So hopefully you can see some of the detail of this. It didn't come out that well in my initial live stream, but it's just stunning the way that this game looks.
Sam, if you come up against a sheer cliff or a steep slope, don't forget
This
about
is
the ladder issue.
this constant radio calls is very.
I'd be interested to see what use of
It's
a
very
sexy
Metal
girl
Gear
like you
Solid-y.
might find for it.
Okay, let's get the ladder out. Let's go. I was playing this game yesterday with headphones on and the little sound flashes coming off the sign people believe are so cool. I haven't really played around with the other signs yet. chiral network disconnected. These cliffs are very sheer. Let's have a look. Like this animation for this dynamic movement on the rocks and stuff is extremely impressive. Like I don't think it's seen in another game. Like people like blowing their minds like, oh yeah, Zelda Breath of the Wild, you can like move around it. You can just climb any mountain. But this is like real climbing. Okay, so I've gotta cross this river and get over there. Yes, the cutscenes take a break pretty early after that, I believe. I've taken my time progressing through. Yeah. Like I like to see the cutscenes on my big, beautiful 4K screen. On my phone, for example, I'd probably be okay with doing this kind of run on a phone. I'm still really early in the game.
Steady.
This like terrain is nothing like the United States. If you've been, I don't think there's anywhere which is like looks like this. This looks exactly like Iceland. They're like from the black volcanic rock.
Too close.
Ah, G-Sunt. Is that a good game? Mac Pro Tips managed to get a bit G-Sunt working a little bit on through crossover with the help of Tim Curvers. For me, this game is so important. For me, there's something very immersive about this game. Like the fact that everything is like you could fall, like you could fall over at any moment if you don't hold the L2 R2 triggers correctly. There's something like really satisfying about that. I don't know. It's got. I just don't understand. I don't really understand why this works. As a game, this doesn't really make any sense. Like at all. Come on, climb this bitch. Okay, let's get that there. Planning routes on your radar is fun. Do you, Rando, do you have to like repeat parts of this? Do you have to repeat the routes, or is it all just progress? Or do you have to do this over and over again?
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Okay, good. I think I've done better because I didn't damage the cargo this time. Let's deliver it, yo. Deliver. Small drugs. The combat is kind of intense. What combat? Spoiler alert. I have no idea what the combat is like.
Thank you. We've all been feeling the loss of Central Knot City. No one seemed to know what it meant for the organization, or the UCA, or us. For the oxytocin will take the edge off, and that'll be a big help.
Oxytocin.
Won't be long before we're back on track. We may have a luck.
Yeah, I already stopped playing it there. You can check back in the stream.
This is great.
I played it for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, everything looks
I
like
thought I
the
was gonna
usual.
take a break and go to sleep, but then we started talking about different games. I thought let's just get one more game of let's get one more mission of Death Stranding again, because people are wondering why is this a good game. Yes. Sly Cooper on the PS2 emulator.
Dead.
No. And what, they just sent you out on your own?
Is Sly Cooper that good?
The second team was... 3 years we've been waiting for help. 3 years. And they sent us one guy who's... Shit.
Some missions where you double
Tell me
back
you brought more
to an
than the
old
oxy
bunker
of
to
these-
deliver stuff,
Gotta
vehicles,
keep it.
player structures, and other things help the burden. Okay.
Well, then you just... So what are you waiting for? You put us on the goddamn grid.
These USB stick things are very cool. Ooh. New strand established. I didn't travel that far. This is must be like a super compressed version of the United States, because it's like that was, you know, in reality that's like 10 hours of driving. A few missions down from this, you'll have to engage in some Metal Gear Solid style sneaking.
It's really happening. Just
I
like
mean,
Amelie promised.
to be honest, I didn't really like the sneaking part of Metal Gear Solid that much.
We can finally do...
I was more like fascinated by the
Hey, you're...
the storyline and the dialogue and the world, right, more than the actual gameplay of Metal Gear Solid.
Which means you'll get to see Amelie in...
Which is quite, which is why I kind of like
that's something.
Death Stranding.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just something because
Me, I've
the
never met her.
the mechanics are
Only
more
see her
simple.
messages back when
That's
I
more
went on the first
atmospheric.
expedition.
Then I don't mind.
Well, anyway, you best be careful.
I don't
on
mind
the
it
road.
being a bit more kind of easy.
There's some bad people out there. More than good, some say. But I don't need to tell you that.
Thank you, Sam. By bringing that way station into the Cairo network, you've put it in direct contact with those of us back here in Capital Knot City.
Right. What's next?
West of the way station are a couple of structures our previous expedition put in place. And beyond them is your next destination, Port Knot City. It's on the shore of a crater lake that formed after the first void out. Your objective is to link up Port and Capital Knot. But to do that, you'll need to utilize our facilities as additional waypoints. They'll be essential for establishing a stable connection. Given the distance we need to cover, we're looking at using a distribution center and a power station, as to which you should head for first. Start with the distro center. We've got some cargo that needs delivering anyway. Check the nearby delivery terminal to pick it up.
Okay, great.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Oh, I need to return this item, I think.
Thanks to... Should prove useful.
Okay, delivering the cargo.
Delivering cargo.
Okay, good. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for catching the stream. I need to go to sleep because it is 1 a.m. But thanks for watching, and if you have any other games that you want to test out, got some ideas for what the next stream is going to be like. I hope you enjoyed playing some Zero Grounds. It's been fun playing with you guys and seeing what a native ARM Mac FPS could be like. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next stream. Good night.